I thought I would make a video to catch you up on what happened and to tell you about the exciting things ahead. Hi, I'm Amy James, the co-founder of Open Index Protocol, and I'm so excited to finally say welcome back to the What Kind of Internet Do You Want series. It's been a minute. Very sorry that we kind of disappeared on you. When we last spoke, we were renovating the office and we thought it would be done in a few weeks and we would be back to releasing videos. Then things took an unexpected turn. So I thought I would make a video to catch you up on what happened and to tell you about the exciting things ahead. But before we dive in, please be sure to hit the like button and maybe even share the video with your friends to let them know that we're still around. So when we started renovations, the plan was simply to refinish and seal the floors. The studio was formerly an auto body shop and it had these rough concrete floors that caused a lot of dust. Fighting the dust was a losing battle, and we were worried about the effect it was having on our equipment. But then project creep hit us hard. When we cleared everything out to refinish the floors, we discovered these soft spots under the siding on the walls, and pulling it back revealed that there was mold growing under the siding. The former tenant had told us that he'd had flooding issues, but I assumed he was just telling us so that we would know to use sandbags when it rained. It hadn't occurred to me that things hadn't been properly cleaned up and caused mold problems. So all of a sudden, Devin was having to do mold remediation in the middle of August. It was over 80 degrees. He was in a full Tyvek suit. He's amazing. Even in the worst conditions, he has such a good attitude and works so hard. And wow, was there a lot of hard work to do. Plus, although we weren't able to keep up with making the videos, we were still doing our core software development work, so it was an absolutely crazy time. When all the work was finished and we finally moved back in, we loved the new space. It was so nice to have freshly painted walls, the floors looked amazing, and it was great to have all of these different zones. We had 2 different video sets, office space, hangout space. We even put in a mini kitchen. It was really an ideal space for us. It had everything we needed and it let us work even longer hours than before because it was so comfortable. But then I started having all of these allergy symptoms and getting headaches that would just absolutely destroy my day. And we found out that despite all of the work, some parts of the building still had deeply rooted mold. And to fix it would mean tearing out walls, completely demolishing the front room, possibly replacing the skylight. It was just too much. Moral of the story, don't try to fight mold, just move. It was a brutal lesson. So we moved out of there as quickly as possible, got set up in a new space so we could get back to focusing only on work again. Now this is the good part of the story. A group of Web3 infrastructure projects had come together to form a nonprofit called the Web3 Working Group to support the growth and adoption of Web3, which is honestly something I have dreamed about happening for years. Ever since I read Sir Tim's book, Weaving the Web, and he talked about founding the World Wide Web Consortium to support Web 1, I knew we needed an organization to support the Web3 movement. And if the mere fact of this group existing isn't exciting enough, they recruited Devin and I to lead it. We are so excited. The mission of the organization is to further the growth and adoption of Web3 by educating regulators and the public at large about how Web3 will permanently restore user control of cyberspace, replacing centralized control with transparent and permissionless protocols through incentives aligned with users. So we'll be bringing back the What Kind of Internet Do You Want series, and we won't have to just make it ourselves anymore. We've got a full-time producer and editor. We're hiring other staff as well, so we'll be able to consistently create content. The goal is to make content that helps Web3 be more approachable to the general public and to help educate governments about key nuances in the technology so that they can create regulation that will support healthy growth for the industry. And of course, we'll be continuing our deep dives into the technology, having conversations with the original builders of the internet and web, the current builders of Web3, and other cool people on the cutting edge of these cultural and technical conversations. The hope is that this content can serve as a resource that you can share with people who are trying to understand Web3, or send to your legislator to let them know how regulation could affect the industry. We'll also be traveling to educate regulators in person, attending events, and working to solve shared technical problems like content moderation, node discovery, and analytics. So if there's an event you think that we should attend, or something that you think we should be involved in, please let me know in the comments below. And don't worry, we are still building OpenIndex Protocol. We've worked out a timeshare agreement so that we will be able to work on both projects. So in addition to the development happening on OIP that we aren't directly involved in, like the upcoming property records pilot with New York City, there is a whole new chapter coming for OIP that is incredibly exciting. You guys are going to love it. We've been working on it behind the scenes, and I cannot wait to tell you about it. So stay tuned to this channel for OIP updates. And in the meantime, go subscribe to the new Web3 Working Group channel for more What Kind of Internet Do You Want videos. The first video of season 3 comes out next week. As always, you can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Amy of Alexandria. You can also follow the channel at OpenIndex Proto. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.